Let her rip.
Let her rip. Well, first off, thank you to City Council candidate Cynthia Pope for being here this afternoon. I appreciate that. I appreciate her support and the friendship that we have started to create with one another. It is the same sort of friendship that I do have with Sister Shaney, and there's some things that are still good in this community, and friendship is one of them, and I appreciate that Cynthia and I have begun to forge that relationship that we may need to have if both of us are lucky in 2 weeks. I'd like to thank all of you for braving what was cold this morning, but it is now the sun is out. This is a tough location, and for you to come here says something about the campaign that we're running for mayor. We stand here today 3 blocks from where I was born. 3 blocks down is Hazel Avenue, and 5 blocks down is Pennsylvania Avenue, where I grew up. My family members, my sister Ruth, who's standing here, lived at the end of Newton Street for 10 years, a decade, something like that. I went to school right there, and you can see it, St. Francis Elementary School, and then taught there years and years later in the same room that I had 2nd grade in. As you can see all those Ennis Ben kids rolling around here. They've just come in the proverbial maroon and white and gray. First house I bought is up the street, and oddly enough, it was maroon and gray, and people, a lot of it comes home. That's why I'm here today. That's why I'm a candidate for mayor, because the memories of growing up here matter. And this neighborhood and all of Salisbury's neighborhoods matter today. And all of my hometown is poised in 14 days to help me begin the mission to make Salisbury the safest city in Maryland. Here are the facts. In Maryland, Salisbury is tied for 5th in rape. It is tied for 5th for murder, 2nd in forcible rape, 3rd in robbery, 2nd in aggravated assault, 2nd in property crime, 2nd in burglary, and 2nd in larceny theft. Our per capita violent crime rate is nearly 4 times the national average. Now, what's that mean to us right here? On the 17th of this month, vandalism on Oak Hill, an assault on Riverside, an assault on Somerset Avenue. On the 18th, thefts on Wycomico, Texas, Adams, and Newton. I rode my big wheel on Texas Avenue. On the 19th, a theft on Riverside and a burglary on Lake. On the 20th, a theft on Monticello and an arson. On the 21st, vandalism on Riverside Drive. And on the 22nd, an assault on Winder and vandalism on Pinehurst Avenue. I say to you, if you feel safer in this city than you did 11 years ago, then go vote for Gary Comegys. That's what I have to say to you. We stand here today in a city that was 2nd in 2007 only to Baltimore City among municipalities in violent crime incidents. A city 2nd only to Baltimore among municipalities in forcible rape. When looking at the acts of violent crime per resident, Salisbury is actually ahead of Baltimore City, and as of 3 weeks ago, we are still seeing more Part 1 violent crimes than we have seen in the last 2 years for the same time period. What's that mean? January and February. 2007, 495. 2008, 495. So far in 2009, 522. If you believe that the crime rate is down, then vote for Gary Comegys. That's how serious I am. That is why I'm here. That's why I'm here with the Bowlers from Winder Street, why I'm here with the Hookses from Camden Avenue, why I'm here with the Ennis Bens from Middle Boulevard. That is why I'm here. With Ben Cheseldine from Smith Street, with the Lewises from Lake Street. That is why I am here. The reality is among our neighborhoods is clear. Our city has a crime problem. Let me say that again. Our city has a crime problem, and more must be done to address it. We know that Salisbury deserves better and can do better. And the reason that we won the March 3rd primary, and we will win on April 7th, is because there's finally a politician in this town who's going to be honest and level with you. So, how do we begin? How do you help me? How do we help the cops? How do we help each neighborhood become the safest city in Maryland? The fine men and women serving on the city police force are not the problem. Take that message back with me, please. The fine men and women serving on the city police force are not the problem. Leadership is the problem. Those officers are working diligently to do what they can do to make neighborhoods safer. They need a leader as mayor that will bring every effort to the table to assist them in protecting us. This city needs a plan of action to fight crime and a leader willing to work hard and make the hard decisions that we need to restore order. My mission for making Salisbury the safest city in Maryland is based on the best community policing programs throughout our nation, the crime statistics that are available here locally and through the FBI and through academic literature on crime fighting strategies. You need to know this about me. I am neither cynical nor am I naive. I believe in justice, but I also believe in social justice. And that's the difference as we move forward in Salisbury, because it is 2009, and without bringing all of the academia, all of the law enforcement tools together to solve our problems, we will just send criminals into a system that will spit them back out and put them back into your neighborhood a day later. So this is what I pledge to do as mayor. Help me get this message out. As mayor, I will reopen our neighborhood substations and decentralize our police department. My vision is one where our neighborhood substation is the basis for the efforts in reducing crime, and it becomes the basis for reestablishing faith in the collective relationship between citizens and a government in our town that people fear just as much as crime itself. Putting officers that serve in each neighborhood every day with the beats that they walk and ride in a precinct where citizens know them and how to reach them begins to help our community restore order, and it tells the bad guys that this is not the place to do business. As mayor, I will institute community policing strategies that have proven effective. We don't need to reinvent the police force. Gentlemen, take that back. We don't need to reinvent our police force. We simply need to use the ideas of community policing that are done all across the nation with new ideas like neighborhood contact officers, community service officers, a creation of the Salisbury Civilian Crime Corps, a group of people and neighbors and retired senior citizens who will come and keep open our substations while our police officers are on the beat. Those senior citizens and those volunteers will be another layer of communication between citizens and their police department.